the 60s and 70s, when I was growing up, there were a lot of missionaries coming to Sierra Leone from Europe and the United States. And they built a lot of schools. I even went to one of the schools. I went to a Catholic school called St. Joseph Convent for girls. And at that time, there were lots of Christians. You know, they didn't have much Muslim schools. And the population, I should say, we had 80% Christians and 20% Muslim. And for me, growing up, it was like really peaceful. You know, they teach you about loving each other, you know, doing things together and sharing the word of God, trying to bring peace, you know. And growing up, I should say I grew up in a peaceful country. I never even thought that we are going to have war, you know. But as time goes on, the missionaries started, you know, well, I don't know whether they become complacent. They really were not doing what they were supposed to do. So what I see the Muslims doing now is what the Christians were doing. So to me, they were like watching the Christians, how the Christians was evangelizing, and they copied from the Christians. So after the war, that was an opportunity for the Muslims, you know, from Saudi Arabia, you know, Libya at the time, Iraq, they all came to the country. And because the Christians had left, so the country kind of has a new trend. You know, most people who were already Christians, we are changing back to Muslims because the Muslims came in at the time of need. When people were suffering, they started like building schools, they started the basic necessity, providing food for the people, building schools, clinics, you know, mosques and everything. And they were even going around from village to village, just like the Christians were doing, trying to convince people to become Muslims. And that's what happened. And as it is now, it's like we have more Muslims than Christian. And that is really, really, to me, growing in a Muslim world, I'm seeing a lot of, you know, things that I never saw when I was growing up. You know, people like covering their faces, you know, wearing long clothing and things like that. So it's very scary to me because sometimes when you think about all this, you know, how they call it, all these things going on, the attack, you know, on people and everything, and it's done by Muslim people. So it's really, really, I think the Christians should really wake up again and really try to do what they started. And if not, we're going to really see a different trend going on.